to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Caught in the backfield. It's gone.
Entering paused screen, you have 10 options. Resume is selected.
And had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second. That was, now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Michigan Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll release it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down to the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to to adapt for them. You need a double team on these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Cover.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Cover 3 Sky.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Punga. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Isaac.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, it's a really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4 points.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the right. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He might want another play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's James. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Entering Y off trio WK.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
MTNY cross. HD slips. MTNY cross.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Taylor wants to throw. Touchdown, Wolverine! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Entering play call.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for.
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Put on that wing helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Punga. Punch it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these throw routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Entering post screen, you have 5 options.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the...
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Inside zone.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Bully ball on third and short. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like that.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Slow go.
Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete. We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's James. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
Entering play call.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Formation. There are 6
Here comes the
categories.
Bulldog offense back onto the field.
3 to 4 is
Unless you
selected.
have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the move, it's Isaac. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
DB Blitz text free. Texas 4-man.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Pass.
To throw, it's Punga. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Choose the player to replace. You have 11 options. Option is set to single back. Choose a new player. Choose the player to formation. Wing. Power drag wheel.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Right.
They'll go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Entering play call.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
You have 15 options.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth
selected.
down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking downfield, it's Punga. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Entering play call from Odd. You have 15. SS. Song blitz 1.
Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sick of them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Choose a player to replace. Choose a new player. Choose a formation.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
15 options. Jet QB counter is selected.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Spread. Pass.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. To the air, it's Punga. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment. Do what you do.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team has shown early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Rush is on him. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You can see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Is selected. Nickel 2 trap. Formation time.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Punga. It's complete on the right side.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch them on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were down into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come a little short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, they like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. Buys a little extra time. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right at the 20.
Touch pass.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out.